Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de PGA Tour de K25 sur PS5. Je continue le jeu, c'est parti. Alors il me reste juste un trophée avant le platine. On va voir ce que ça va donner. Donc dans la carrière, essayer de créer un nouveau personnage. Si j'y arrive.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Welcome in for round one of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship. Let's get you to the action. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Quack and John McCarthy following all the action. And Beamer, this is it. All 75 players here are striving for that lifelong dream of playing on the PGA Tour.
Absolutely. Every single one of these players gunning for one of 50 spots available to gain access to the PGA Tour.
She finds herself in a share of fourth. Time to tee off at the second. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Rich, here at TPC San Antonio, I mean, the difficulty factor is off the Richter scale, isn't it? This is one of those golf courses that never lets up, but what a stage for these Corn Ferry Tour players to get amongst.
Boy, I tell you what, this is going to test every ounce of them because they're getting a chance to see probably the angriest golf course on the PGA Tour. Granted, it's not on the PGA Tour this week, but they're going to get a sense of exactly what they're going to face when they do graduate to the PGA Tour. This golf course is all they can handle.
Going with the 6-iron here. Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. 14-footer.
Looking for another birdie here.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. Good looking shot this. Sitting at 1 under the card. That's a high quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Yeah, I've paced this off. She's got 9 foot to go.
And she's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, now we find ourselves on the tee of a short par 4.
Well, she can drive this green, extend her lead if everything goes her way.
This is her second shot. That should find the surface. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Currently a couple under for the round. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. She's a top quality player, this one. A lovely play. She's on the dance floor. Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
And tapping it in for par. She finds herself in a share of the lead. It's time for a one-shotter. Going with the hybrid. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. And she needs this to save par. And that putt'll drop. Well done. And after that, she'll drop to 1 under. This hole is one of the longest par 5s on the course. She's played that one nicely. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And with that putt, she's bounced back immediately from the drop shot at the last. And that will take her to 2 under. What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
This one's around 210.
I'm sure she'll take that one. Well, this one's come out on a good line. Okay, so that finishes that hole. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Who doesn't like
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to present today's event. Our coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship is about to kick off. Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always great to have you with us. It's pretty decent, 4 under par for our featured players. We begin today's coverage. She didn't like that one, you could tell. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. That's 9 under par for the event. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Around 110 yards to go. She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole. That's disappointing. And that'll keep her in the same spot on the leaderboard. Hole number 13, a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance. Well, that was a decently played hole, but unfortunately going to have to write down a bogey. Currently 8 under overall. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. Oh, that impressed me and her.
Come on, slow down.
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut. Looking great so far out the rough.
Penny, what's she looking at here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Oh, she's hit a tree.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, well done. Just 6 feet between her and the hole. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. On the tee now, the par 4, 17th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Ooh, this is gonna work.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And with it, she's going to extend a lead on the field.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Well, that'll work there. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. This putt to take home the title. Overcooked that one. Not the end of the world. There's an up. Well, that's going to be a key victory in their career, Rich. Winning the Corn Ferry Championship. That helps in a big way.
Absolutely impressive win all around this week. Hats off to the player for an incredible performance.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. All right, Beamer. You've played them all, you know, only too well. In terms of the PGA Tour, where does the Copperhead course at Innisbrook Resort rank as one of the toughest?
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I, yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth, it winds in and out, and it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Okay, Henny, this one's found the bunker. Is it lying okay?
She'll probably be better off if she just throws this out. I mean, this is really just not nice at all.
And as we move on to the next, she now leads by 4. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Yeah, she's put a little bit too much heat on that putt, and she finishes her day with just a tap-in putt. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Luke Elvey alongside boothmate Rich Beam, as always. It's great to have you join us. And Rich, I mean, this is an exciting opportunity for our featured player, but when you just take a look at that leaderboard, that's not the name you want right on the tail, is it?
Sitting on top of the lead with by 3 strokes. If she's not comfortable there, where is she going to be comfortable, Luke? I mean, that's pretty substantial against this field.
Great shot. This is her second here. She's managed to find the green on this approach. 15 feet to the cup.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
And she now moves to 5 under after that. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Just a short par putt needed on this hole. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And now onto the par 3 4th hole.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
John, what's she looking at for this putt?
This is about a 32-foot putt.
Good putt there. That'll work.
And just checking in on the standings, and she continues to lead this tournament. And hole number 5 is a par 5. She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. Well, this is what you call an underdog. But the PGA Tour, we've seen plenty of those underdogs get up and win. Do you think this player's got what it takes?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event. We've arrived now at the par 3/8. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
The all-important par save here.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. This shot from 120 yards. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
So impressive all week long. I gotta say, this player is on top of the golfing world at the moment.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. 8 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Time to tee off on the 11th. That's a good-looking shot there. That's tiny. A birdie putt awaits. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. Well, this should find the short grass. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Oh, absolutely flushed. A 7-footer right here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The 13th is a par 3.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
The 14th is a par 5.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? She heads to the 15th hole. Opting for the 5-iron. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Our leader is building a massive advantage now, 7 strokes ahead of the field. We've arrived at a par 4.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
John, you're down there. You should have a good read on this. What's she facing?
It looks like it'll start straight and then break a little to the right.
And this one is for her par. That's a good view from where she's standing on top of this leaderboard. This 17th hole is a par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. Well played. She's standing over her second shot. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is real.
And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth. And out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, I know we spend more time dwelling on the fun off the course this week in Vegas, but TPC Summerlin, you cannot take it lightly.
We're playing golf this week, Luke? Oh, that's right. That's what this thing is out here. Ah, Summerlin. Listen, you know, this is a fun golf course. And I like it, too, because it's in Las Vegas. And there is a little bit of risk and reward to this golf course. There is a little bit gambler's paradise. You know, you can reduce some of these holes down to nothing with good drives by taking them on. And you could also, you know, crap out if you hit the wrong shot at the wrong time. So I think that Summerlin is one of those golf courses when you get on a heater, when you get on a good roll, you can take it as low as anybody. But if those birdies aren't coming early and often, you just feel like you're getting run over. This one's looking good.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Always love a strong two-shotter to finish any round of golf, and the 18th at TPC Summerlin is exactly that.
18 at Summerlin is a long hitter's dream. The further down the left-hand side you can go, carry that canyon, the shorter your second shot is. From there, you've got a green that is long, narrow, with water on the left-hand side. Distance control with your second shot is an absolute must.
And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich?
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here. Delighted to have your company. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I gotta say though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Rich, a great tee shot at 16 can really open up the hole, can't it?
It certainly can. Second shot though, obviously dangerous with that water fronting the green. This green historically, Luke, is fairly firm, so getting it to stay on that green is nearly impossible. But don't be silly. Take enough club, carry the water, stay dry.
Putting for birdie. Oh. We'll take a tap in any day for par. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
18 at Summerlin is a long hitter's dream. The further down the left-hand side you can go, carry that canyon, the shorter your second shot is. From there, you've got a green that is long, narrow, with water on the...
Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Alors, si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas, reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.